Alright, YouTube. So, today I am showing you my Charles Schwab account. As you can see, we have 74 cents that were paid out in dividends directly to my Charles Schwab investment account. If you click on individual and go through the table here, this shows you every stock that you have allocated any investment into. And then in reinvestments here, it actually shows you if you're investing or if you have it set to no. If you have it set to no, it will pay directly out to your Charles Schwab account, and then you can allocate those funds into a different S&P 500, an ETF, a margin account, what have you. And if you click on each individual stock, you can go ahead and click View Profile. And then it shows you the allocations of where the stock is leading to. Right now we are on a somewhat of a small dip. So if you click this, it shows you where the dividends have been paid out at, what days, September 25, December 25. Roughly every 3 months they pay out a dividend. And right now it is sitting right around $72.71. And then if you go back, you can click on 5-day, 1 month, 1 year, and it just shows you if you would have invested in this, say, November or even in January, November of last year, January of this year, you would have made quite a bit of profit. Even if you invest, say, like $1, that money would have gone up. You'd be at maybe like $2 to $3 right now off of $1 investment. Charles Schwab used to have a stock slices. They have since updated their systems. Now, if you go out of here, their new system allows you to invest, instead of, say, $5 per stock, you can invest as little as $1. $1 could get you a place in the stock market with a chance of doubling, possibly even tripling your money, especially right now with the stock market being at a significant low for the year. And the stock market is traditionally done very well within the past 2 years. If you invest now while it is down, say I'm going to just go ahead and look here at Verizon, for instance. Okay, Verizon, it is now trading at roughly about $42. The asking price is $42.50. So it is a margin of like 3 cents difference from the bid and ask price. And if you look at the day range, $40.75 to $43.08. That's not a big margin, but look at the volume here. They have 59 million shares. So if you go down here in the dollars section, click on dollars rather than shares. If you click shares, they're going to require you to buy in at this price, at $42. If you click dollars, you can invest as little as $1. Select action, click buy, and you can either reinvest the dividends or you can collect the dividends. I have it checked for collecting the dividends, or reinvesting, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and reinvest those dividends. Click on review order. The warnings, dividends will be reinvested, so that's good. They will all be reinvested into our stock portfolio, which just means that every time they pay out a dividend, they pay it directly to the stock. This builds your stock. And over time, that stock can be worth more. And then we're just going to hit place order. And now that we've placed the order will go through the next business day, which should be Monday or Tuesday. Today is Sunday the 5th. And as you can see here, I have been investing for a little while. However, I have had to sell some of my stock previously in the past just to make ends meet. And then I started reinvesting back into the stock June 15th. Now, since I have started that, $5 here and there, it's dipped down around the 30th and then came back up significantly during the 4th of July weekend. Now, if you also hit insights, the insights tell you exactly how well you're doing with your stocks. So it says here your portfolio rose 0.91%. So that's not very much, but if you look here at the S&P, right in here, 0.02% is how the S&P 500 performed. So we're performing at almost 1%. They're performing less than 0.5%. Now, that being said, if they're performing less than 0.5% and I'm performing almost at a single percentage, then we're doing better than the stock market itself based upon the dividend allocations. And then you can also check your orders. The order status, you can see that I just purchased 3 of them. And then they are all open at this time. Now, when they go through, it will no longer be in here in the order status. It will actually allocate it as a closed order, or either closed, or it will say something along the lines that the order has gone through, and then this will no longer be visible here. And then you can also check individual accounts. If you have more than one account, it will show here. As you can see, I only have the one brokerage account, but you can have multiple brokerage accounts through the same account. You just have to open one. So if you click these 3 check marks, you can see positions, gain, loss, themes, history, balances, income, tile view, routing numbers, and statement and reports. Now, I'm not sure exactly how you do this to open more accounts with them, but I'm satisfied with just the one account at the moment. And then if you click on transfer, you can easily transfer from your accounts right here. You click the drop down menu, you select the account, and then you click to, and then you select your individual account. And then after you select your individual account, you can easily transfer money into your Charles Schwab. And then once you have money in your Charles Schwab, obviously you can go to trade. You can click new order, since my old order that I just put through was still in there. And then you can just go through and select any stocks here in the recently searched, or you can type one in. Now, if you click here, you can also scroll down through the main searches that you've recently searched, or you can type any symbol such as, we're going to go ahead and type in Amex. Okay, and then you get Amex Gold Mining Inc. Okay, and then AM, that's going to be Amazon, AMZN, AMC, and I'm not looking for those. I'm actually looking for American Express. So if you can't find it by typing in the individual symbol, just type out American Express. It should still come up. All right, American Express is AXP. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click that. And then we're going to go ahead and click on the buy. Click on dollars. And I'm going to go ahead and invest $1 into this. Click on reinvest dividends. And then as you can see here, they are currently down. So right now would be the perfect time to buy in. Anytime a stock goes down, that's when you want to buy. When it goes up, you could either sell or you could keep that stock and just let the dividends build. Over time, that building, compounding is what they call it, compounding interest. It reinvests everything into that single stock. And then once that single stock invests more into it, your values can go up. So if you note here, it says, please note dividend instructions differ from those of your existing position in this security. Placing this order will replace existing instructions for your position, even if order does not fill. So just check that to confirm. And then if you hit the info button, it will show that I already own shares in this. Okay, and then the market is now closed. This order will be placed the next trading day, which would be Monday. And it doesn't say anything about dividends currently on this, so I'm not even sure if this is currently paying dividends. Sometimes they change it. Sometimes you cannot reinvest the dividends. So we're going to go ahead and back out of that. We're going to find something different. So if we go here, I'll go to my Google where I have been looking up different dividend paying stocks. PepsiCo is paying 4.1%. Verizon is 6.5%. That's actually pretty high for Verizon. However, that's quarterly. That's every 3 months. I'm looking for things that pay out monthly. As you can see, Realty Income, 5.1%. That pays out monthly. And so we're going to go ahead and scroll up here and see. Pfizer is yielding 6.7%. Honestly, though, I don't agree with everything that Pfizer does, so I'm not going to invest in them because, honestly, I don't agree with their principles of their business model. Which is okay. If you don't agree with a business model, then obviously don't invest in them because you're just giving them money to work with. And we're going to go ahead and see. We'll type in here and disregard that. I'll probably blur that out before I post this. I was not realizing that it was going to pop that up, so we're going to go ahead and hit the speaker rather than type it. Let's see. All right, and now we're going and searching for that. So REITs, BDCs, Realty Income, Stag Industrial pays out 4.3%. That's not quite as high as Realty Income, but I like to spread out my stock portfolio, just spread across different businesses. That way, if one business does well, one does not do as well, you're still going to balance out your books. Your balance sheet will stabilize itself. So this is also why I reinvest 50. I take 50% of the dividends out of my stock allocations. So we're going to go ahead and see here. Main Street Capital. pays out every quarter, so that's every 3 months. That's not something that we want. We want every month. So if you look here then at EPR. EPR is amusement parks. It carries higher economic sensitivity. And that is 7.1% yield. So that is actually very enticing. That's very good yield for them. So we're going to go ahead and invest in that. And then if you see the EFC, Ellington Financial, they also pay out 11.5. And those are monthly payouts. Monthly, not quarterly. So you will get a dividend every month. So actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do EPR since that's quarterly. And then we're going to invest most of our money into EFC and AGNC. Both are very high yields. And EFC pays out monthly. If you look here at see, the underlying stock price is highly sensitive to Federal Reserve interest rates. So we're going to disregard that one because the Federal Reserve obviously can screw you over on that one. And we're going to go ahead and go back to our chart. We're going to type in EFC and click on EFC. And then you can see the ask price is $13.40. Ask price is $13.65, bid price is $13.40. That's actually not bad. So I have enough to buy a single stock of that. So we're going to click on buy. And in shares, we're just going to click on 1. Instead of clicking on dollars, which we could do that. We could invest, say, $13, but rather than do the $13, we're going to go ahead and click shares. We're going to click on 1, and then we're going to click on reinvest dividends. So every time they pay out monthly, we'll get a share, or we'll get a share in the dividends. So the dividend payout is 17%. So that's roughly about 1/5 of a share. So every time they reinvest, and actually we're going to go ahead and switch that. We're going to go do, $13.65. We're going to do $14 in this. So if we do $14, that'll be above the ask price, above the bid price. And that ensures that we get one complete stock as well as some fractional as well from that. If you look down here, it says 1.0256. We're going to hit on review order. Click the warnings. Make sure our dividends will be reinvested. And we're going to go ahead and place that order. All right. And then we can click on order status. And then it shows that we got $1 in PG, $1 in O, which is realty income. Verizon, we have $1 in. And then the EFC, we have $14 in. So 14, 15, 16, and $17 out of our $25 there. So then we go here to our calculator and do 25, 16 minus $17. We have $8.16 left to invest. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our Google and look at the other investments that we could invest into. And it looks like JP Morgan pays out 8 to 10%. That is quarterly, not monthly. And we're looking for monthly payouts. So monthly payout per share shows you about what they pay out. And we're going to go ahead and okay, so EPR Properties. we're going to go ahead and go back with EPR. See, they pay 7.1%. That's per share, so that's 29 cents per share. We're going to see what their shares are at right now. So go here to the search menu, type in EPR, click on EPR, and then you can see their ask price is nearly $60. Bid price is $58.63. And we're going to do dollars again in that, and we're going to click on buy, and then we're going to just do $8, and we're going to click on reinvest. Now that does not give us a full share. That actually gives us like 1/5 of the share. So we're going to go ahead and back out of that. We're not going to go with them. We're going to go back with EFC since they are a monthly, and we're going to click on dollars, and we're going to increase our shares in that. And then for the action, click on buy, and that gives us a little over half a share. So that actually works out better for us. And then we're going to click on that, and then just click on these. Since they do say that it will change our allocations, please note dividend instructions differ from those of existing positions in this security. Entering this order will change. Okay, so we're going to go and click edit and scroll down, reinvest dividends. That's what it was. So we did not check that box, so we're going to keep that box checked. We're going to go over here, and then similar to an open order, please review order status and verify that you intend to place an additional order. Yes, we do intend to place this order. So we're going to go ahead and click place order. Now that being said, everything is done. Now we have 16 cents roughly left into our account. And with everything going the way it is, it looks like that was probably a smart move on my part. And then we'll just continue to put in $5 here and there. It's about the price of a coffee at Sherry's or Dunkin' Donuts even. And we're just going to keep doing that rather than buying coffee from there. We buy our own coffee. We buy grounds. We buy, distilled water, and we just brew it here at home. Saves us money. And then we can use that extra money to invest. This is the long game, but over time, this long game actually wins better off than those rich quick schemes. If somebody promises you to become rich quick, and it sounds too good to be true, it is. It's better to do safe investments than to rely on others to carry you over into that next that next financial bracket. So if you like this video, you like the education that I have provided here, maybe you're looking at getting into investing. Maybe you're looking at just securing your future by creating some sort of stability with these monthly payouts through dividends. There's multiple other dividend payouts that do pay out monthly, as well as quarterly. And like I said, I allocate between both, and then I invest 50, and then I keep 50% of the dividends. This gives me a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of extra money to flow back into more future investments. And the more you invest, the more money you allocate into these sort of things, the more reward. Yes, it is risky in some of these, S&P 500 especially. The stock market could crash tomorrow, and I could lose everything. But at the moment, if the stock market continues to do well, then I do well. And so if you like this video, like the education, definitely hit that like button below. Give me a subscribe, and we'll try to continue to provide sound financial advice to the best of our ability. I am not a financial advisor. I am not certified. Just full disclosure there. But if you like what I do, if you like how I go about things, then definitely like, subscribe, comment. Maybe you guys have some comments. Maybe you know something that I don't. But definitely, if you can educate me as well, I will put that into further videos to help educate others. But have a great day, guys. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Bye.